Don't tell me she was anxious. Show me her knee bouncing, her phone checked every 30 seconds. Don't tell me a room was depressing. Show me the gray walls, peeling paint, and a single bulb casting harsh shadows. This is the fundamental role of powerful writing. Show, don't tell. Showing works by creating an experience. You're not just delivering information, you're immersing your reader. You do this through the senses, not just sight, but the often neglected sounds, smells, and textures. Think of the relentless accusatory ticking of a clock marking someone's indecision, or the smell of petrichor rising from summer-baked earth mixed with smoke, a scent that instantly triggers memory and emotion, telling us bushfire season has arrived early again. These specific details can also carry a deeper weight. This is symbolism. A symbol is a concrete object that represents an abstract idea. The most famous example? The green light in The Great Gatsby. Literally, it's just a light on the dock, but symbolically, it's hope, aspiration, the unattainable American dream. It works because it's repeated, it's connected to the theme, and it's a vivid, concrete image. But be careful, lazy imagery becomes cliché. Instead of butterflies in her stomach, try something fresh. Her stomach lurched like a car hitting a pothole, a sudden, nauseating drop. This originality is key. The imagery you choose also defines your character. A farmer describing a sunset will use different words than a philosopher. His words might be practical, sun dropping like a stone, blood red, rain coming tomorrow, revealing his entire worldview. Ultimately, imagery and symbolism aren't decoration. They are the tools you use to build worlds. They transform abstract feelings into something the reader can see, hear, and feel. They are the difference between stating a fact and telling a truth.